What's up, guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Happy Sunday. Welcome to Random Pick Day. Now, I've got a nice episode today where we actually get three really awesome attackers as our three players. We're going to start with, I think, 50 to 100k special items only and pick what I think is going to be the best players on the page. So do me a favor right at the start of this video, hit that thumbs up button. Let's try and push towards 1,000 likes. It would mean a lot to me. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. So on page number 4, I think the most interesting player, someone that I've not actually used, is the informed Memphis Depay, 83 rated. He's got mad stats. I'm thinking that it's time I stuck him into a squad to see how he performs on the game. Like I said, it's just someone that I've not actually managed to test out yet. And then on page number, is it 6? It is 6. We get so many options. Bruma, well, the left spot is already taken with Depay now. I don't want to use Giroud. Kimmich is a right back, so maybe not him. So I'm going to go with Scream Perisic. I can't remember if we've done Scream Perisic or Inform Perisic on the random pick, but of course we won't have used them in the same way like we're going to today, so I'm sure either way it doesn't really matter. It was a random pick option, you know. And then we get Lozano as the final player right there. I've decided to pick up Hirving Lozano. I absolutely love the player. He's been amazing. It's his second in form. I already have him in the club, so that was an easy option for me and someone that will definitely fit in the team. And I also decided that I won't be putting any icons in the squad today. Sometimes it's easier to hybrid things up and get an icon to link people together, but I know a lot of you guys have said try and do it without icons every now and again, so that is exactly what we're going to do. 4-3-3, number 3 today. That's what we're going to go with. Left wing, striker, right wing. It's pretty simple. We've got an amazing attack right there. 3 pretty awesome players. Loads of pace. All got 4-star skills. I'm pretty sure Depay has got terrible weak foot. Perisic has got an amazing weak foot. And then Lozano's got a 4-star weak foot. So it's quite kind of well spread out in this team. The rest of the squad around them looks pretty cool as well. We've got Forster in goal. Southampton keeper gets a strong link out to Virgil van Dijk. Of course, this is a Southampton Van Dijk card, the Futmas version, but of course he is a Liverpool player now, so we'll get a transfer card at some point in time. And then of course we have Rafael Varane, who gets a perfect link to Theo Hernandez. I've got the ones to watch version, have had it for ages, so I'm going to stick him in the squad. And then we just need a Dutch right back to link off to Van Dijk and my CDM, so I've gone for Karsdorp from Roma. My 2 CDMs in this squad then are going to be Touzart and Van Ginkel. Definitely not my first choices in players. Van Ginkel's stats look pretty solid across the board. In fact, his defensive stat is his worst one. And then Touzart definitely looks more like a CDM, but I'm not buzzing about using him because the stats don't look amazing, if I'm honest. Good physical, but that's about it. I've then got Brozovic, who definitely helps this team and makes this team happen because he gets that perfect link up to Perisic, and that's the only way we're able to cram a couple more leagues into this squad as well. But the team itself does look nice. We've got Memphis Depay as our first random pick player. He's 83 rated with 91 pace, 85 dribbling, 83 shooting, and good physical and passing as well. He's got 4-star skills, but only a 2-star weak foot. So we're going to want to stay on that right peg with him. And then we have Hirving Lozano on the right-hand side. Mexican, plays for PSV, which definitely makes him a lot more difficult to fit into a squad, but he is an amazing player. 95 pace, 87 dribbling, 84 shooting, and 82 passing. 4-star skills and weak foot. What stats they are. Ridiculous. And then Perisic. This was the first special item for Perisic, so a mini boost off of his regular card. Position change as well into the centre of the pitch. He does have an inform, which is roughly the same price, if not cheaper, but that is out on the left-hand side, hence why it's cheaper. But this one every now and again boosts up to crazy ratings as well. Unfortunately, the boosts aren't active right now. It seems to happen every full moon, and I think we've just gone past that, so I've got to probably wait about another month if I wanted to use Perisic with his added or additional boosts. So I'm going to start you off with a goal that we scored. We didn't actually score it because it was an own goal. I whipped the ball in, and in this particular game, this is my first game, the guy had like 6 prime icons or something. I ended up beating him like 5-4 or 6-5 literally in the 90th minute. I scored a winner with Lozano. But you can see those were the first 2 goals that we got in that game. I went 1-0 up, then 2-1 down, and then 2-2, and then it just ended up yo-yoing until I eventually won right at the end. But the first 4 goals were terrible. It was like tap-ins, rebounds off of goalkeeper parries. They were just terrible, terrible goals. And the rest of the game actually turned out quite good, and we scored loads of goals, which is great for the video, right? And then other goals that I was able to get with the man, Memphis, were some headers, actually. I didn't expect him to be great in the air, but for some reason, it just seemed to happen that I was playing it up in the air, and he was there to nod it down home into the back of the net. Like right here, again, I just whip it over. It might be a bit of a sweaty thing to do, to whip it across there, rather than shoot with Lozano, but it's a really nice header, and it's great technique, and just powers it into the back of the net, although in the replay, it doesn't really look very realistic at all. But he arrives at this back post perfectly well. So often he's like always on his own for some reason. I don't know whether he's like poorly positioned and then makes a late run to get really well positioned, or defenders just don't seem to mark him up particularly well. He evades them like in a very decent way. That was the goal, by the way, that we scored with Lozano right at the end of this game to win it 6-5. That was my first game of the day, first game with this team, and up against like 6 or 7 prime icons. It was a difficult one, but at the end of the day, he wasn't a great player, and well, he was an alright player, but his team were definitely helping him on a little bit, and I had to try and raise my game somewhat with a lesser team to beat him. And now I know how a lot of people feel, because often I'm using a crazy team with Hullet and stuff, and they must feel completely cheated on when someone as bad as me beats them, because they're better than me just with a worse team. I understand the feels right now. But did you just see that goal that I scored with Lozano? You might think, is he playing someone with a bronze keeper? No, that is Claudio Bravo, an 82 rated keeper from the Prem. Like, how on earth does that go in? It was a crazy, crazy goal. I shouldn't have shot from there, and I don't know why the keeper didn't even block it. So, but I'll take it all day long. And Lozano's goals were varied. You know, we got that one crazy one, little tap in at the near post like there, because I didn't feel like the across goal low driven power shot was going to work. And now we move on to the most prolific player of the team. That was, of course, Perisic. This guy, he's built for FIFA. He's 6'2". He's got loads of pace. He's pretty strong in my opinion. He does all right physically. 4-star skill, 5-star weak foot. Really nice powerful shot. Like, there's not much to not like about him. He seems to work. It may not be the easiest thing to fit him into a team because he's is he Croatian, I believe, in the Serie A. So there's lots of Inter players, and there's actually the perfect link, of course, to Brozovic, which is going to help him like hugely. It allows you to still hybridize around the squad and stuff. And there are some good Croatians and good Serie A players to link him to. But of course, he's not as easy to put into a squad as like Martial. There's so many French players and stuff that you could use. But overall, insane player. I picked up his slightly higher rated version, the Inform that was out on the wing for like 60k on the Road to Glory a few weeks ago, and I've sold him now because we've changed teams once again. But my god, is he just one of the most fun players to use. He just does incredibly well every single time. Such a reliable player, and he's difficult to defend against. I struggle when I play against him, so I know that if that happens against me, then I know I'm probably going to be able to do it to my opponents as well. And yeah, he just scores bangers every now and again too. So that's what he's all about. I think we've got one more goal to show you right here. Brozovic hits the bar, and then, well, he's even got like aerial stats. You know, because he's so tall, he can probably out jump some defenders and just nod that one into the back of the net. Not the greatest goal to end on, but those were the loads of goals that we were able to score with this team today. So, giving everyone a little bit of a rating in the squad. I don't really rate Forster in goal. Maybe you could get the Scream version of him, and then when it boosts, he'll be a usable keeper. But other than that, he does concede an awful lot. It's almost like he's not there sometimes, which is not great, to be honest. But he got that link to Van Dijk, which I ever so much needed in this squad. Theo Hernandez impressed me. Karsdorp impressed me. They are two low-rated fullbacks who outplay their rating, that's for sure. Like, they're both pretty strong, both very quick, and they did a good job for me today. Same for my centre-backs. Now, they're high-rated. They're established in the game. These are two of the most high quality centre-backs that you can get as well. Van Dijk, very aggressive. He's tall and strong as well. And then Varane reads the game really well, gets lots of interceptions and stuff. I rate him a lot, and I use him a lot on FIFA. And then I have to kind of give props, I guess, to these two midfielders, which were definitely the worst performing players in the squad, but they kind of held their own just about. So they kept the team together, and we actually, you know, prospered with the team. We did pretty well a lot of the time. Brozovic is a great little player. Lots of people overlook him all the time, and that perfect link to Perisic is just like essential. It makes him very much usable as well. Depay, 4-star value for money, 8.5 out of 10. That's a nice high rating, you know. That's a way above average rating. Weak foot lets him down, but that's kind of about it. Other than that, he's a really useful player. Lozano, 5-star value for money, 9.5 out of 10. He is nearly the perfect player. I love this guy, but slight, you know, like chemistry links and stuff, and being able to make him a more usable player to fit into teams, that would help him get better. And of course, a little bit more strength here and there would make him the perfect player. Other than that, though, amazing. And then we have 4-star value for money, 9 out of 10 for Perisic. 9 out of 10 is really, really good. But the 4-star value for money, he's 77k. I'm pretty sure his higher rated version is less. And it's because of the position change, but you do pay a lot for that position change. And even his regular card is just nuts as well. Whereas someone like Lozano, his regular card is probably a bit naff. Like, it doesn't have the stats that you need. Whereas he's been really boosted by the informs, and that's what makes him an absolutely nuts player. So there you go, guys. That is the random pick for today. I do hope you have enjoyed. Have a lovely Sunday, most importantly. Do me a favour, hit that thumbs up button on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. I'll catch you next time. Peace.